look at the three kind of general forms, those basically are the same exact formula. It's just depending on which side and angle that you are looking for. So, for example, if we were looking for side A, we would use this particular formula. If you're looking for side B, the second one, side C, the third one. Okay, same thing. If we were looking for the angle A, we would use this one, angle B, angle C. Okay, we're going to jump right into the first example, which is solving for side C. So we're going to go ahead and write down the generic formula first. So you have C squared, and I'm just using the one from the very top there. Okay. Now, there is a difference between this C and this C. Okay? The lowercase letters in all of these are sides. The lowercase is the sides, uppercase is the angle. The only place that you can locate an angle is at the very end of each formula. Okay, so the angles are only on the end. So here, if we're looking for side C, this right here is the variable that we're going to be solving for. Okay, that's what we're going to be looking for. So if we look at A, angle A, across from that is side A. So side A is 8. So anywhere we have A, we're going to put 8. And then across from B is 11. So anywhere we have a lowercase c, we're going to put 11. Are you tracking on me with the sides? Any questions about that? Okay. Then last is times the cosine C. So if we look at angle C is 37. So we'll do cosine of 37. Okay. So again, we're looking for lowercase c. We've filled in everything else. If you look at this whole right-hand side, okay, it's all numbers. It's really, really nice to solve for sides with the law of cosines because you can just put it in your calculator. So if you have a calculator, go ahead and get that out. I'm going to show you and go through how to put these in your calculator. It does take a little bit of practice, so I want to start early with that. So if you have a calculator, yeah, if you want to borrow one, there's some up here. The first thing I want you to check is that you are in degree mode. Check that you are in degree mode. So press mode, make sure it's degree. Okay, I'm going to put in this whole right-hand side, the 8 squared plus 11 squared, all of that. When I put mine in, I use parentheses just to make sure that I'm doing it right. Okay, so I put that whole thing in. Okay, now here's what I want you to keep in mind though. We just got what c squared is equal to. Okay, c squared is equal to 44.4, all of that. Yes? Okay, what do we have to do to get c by itself? Square root both sides. So I'm going to show you a quick way in the calculator to do that so that you can eliminate as much rounding as possible. Here's what you do. Once you have this answer there, okay, you're going to press second. Everybody say second. Second, and then you're going to press the x squared, which gives you the square root. Okay, so everybody say second. Say x squared. Okay, so it's going to give you the root. Then you're going to press second again. Say second. Okay, and you're going to press the negative sign. Everybody say negative. Okay, if you look right above that negative sign, you'll see ANS, which stands for previous answer. So what you're telling your calculator to do is to take the previous answer and put it under that square root. So I'm going to put it in there, and it should look like this, square root of the answer. Does that make sense? Okay, press enter. Now you did the least amount of rounding as possible. Okay, so 6.67 is our C. Okay, does anybody need me to walk through the calculator part again? You having problems? No, you're good. Okay. Anybody need me to go through it again on the calculator? It's not a big deal. It takes like 30 seconds. Okay. All right, so that's our answer for side C. So doing sides on the law of cosines is very simple. Okay, very, very simple. Angles is not hard. It just takes a little bit of simplification. Okay, so we're going to solve for angle C. I'm not sure why I didn't copy, but we're going to solve for angle C on the second example. Okay, solve for angle C. So we're going to use the same formula. Okay, but this time we need to, oops, sorry, reverse that. This time we need to solve for angle C. We're not solving for the side, we already have side C. Okay, we're solving for the angle this time. So if we go ahead and fill everything in, across from C is 8, so that means this should be 8 squared. Okay, our lowercase a, what should our lowercase a be? 9, because 9 is straight across from angle A. So that's side A. And then what is side B? 5. Okay, so anywhere we have our lowercase letters, we're filling them in with the matching side number. Okay, what questions do we have? Any questions for me? Okay, now comes this is where our steps are different. Once we fill it in, it's different for an angle. We just have to simplify a lot of things. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and simplify our 8 squared, which is 64. Okay, then we're going to simplify our 9 squared plus 5 squared. And a lot of you are like, but why can't we subtract the 2 times the 9 times the 5? Well, this guy right here is actually hooked to that cosine C. When I say hooked, what do I mean? It's attached to it. It's being multiplied to it. So these numbers, this negative 2 times 9 times 5, cannot be associated with the 9 squared plus the 5 squared. Those have to be 2 separate items. Does that make sense? Okay. So 9 squared plus 5 squared would be 106. 106. Okay, 106. And then 2 times 9 times 5 would be 45 times 2, negative 90 cosine C. Okay, so every time you do these problems, when you simplify, you'll get 2 numbers here. This one has to stay with that cosine. You cannot do 106 minus 90, ever. Okay, whatever the numbers are there, can't do it. Okay, that's the biggest mistake I see. That's why I've said it like 5 times. Okay, I see it all the time. So just be really careful there. Okay, now if we're trying to get this C alone, we need to subtract 106. Get that out of there. 36. 42. Yeah. My brain's working slow today. Okay, so again, we're trying to get that C alone. Now, that's kind of with the cosine. How can I get rid of this negative 90? How can I move it over? Divide, right? Because these are being multiplied, so I need to divide by negative 90. Okay, I'm still trying to get my C alone. Now, we've talked about this a lot. When we are looking for an angle, what do we have to do in our calculator? So you're going to have to do inverse cosine of your fraction. Okay, and I'll do this in my calculator with you here. Where is it? So second cosine of our fraction, and we get 62.18 degrees. So C is 62.18 degrees. Okay, so just like yesterday, there are 4 practice problems. Do you want me to do some with you, or do you think you just want to try it on your own, like we did yesterday?
We try them on our own, and then you come and do some at the end with us.
Yeah, I was going to go for you.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and do the 4 questions. I'll give you about 20 minutes, okay, and then I'll do all of them on the board, okay? All of them on the board. Now, I am going to give you a hint on number 4. Number 4 is double log cosine. Okay? Number 4 is double log cosine. So you're going to have to solve for a side before you can solve for an angle on number 4. That's my hint. I'll do that. Be right there, Kobe.